When we talk about room acoustics, it's obvious that we think about echo, reflection, bass trapping, standing waves, things like that. But just as important is to control vibration and resonance. As we can see on our workstation back here, we have a pair of loudspeakers mounted to the upper tier. And I'm sure you've all experienced how that in your studio, when a loudspeaker is sitting directly on the workstation surface, that many times it creates resonance. In fact, if I just strike my fist on this table, we can hear it's vibrating all sorts of things. So that type of vibration is definitely considered distortion, because it's anything that minimizes and makes it harder for us to hear the signal coming from our speakers, the signal that we're trying to mix or record. So by isolating the loudspeakers, getting them up off of that surface, we eliminate resonance. And one very good way of doing that is with the Auralex MoPAD. MoPads are isolation pads made of our special isolation foam. It's a denser version of our studio foam, and it's designed not only to handle more weight, but to absorb and minimize the amount of energy that is transmitted back into the workstation surface. An interesting feature of the MoPAD is the ability to angle your loudspeaker differently depending on where you're seated relative to the speaker. So as you can see here, we have them set up so that the speaker is facing directly forward. By simply removing the foam inserts that come with the MoPAD, we can angle the loudspeaker downward toward your mix position. And all we did to do that was just remove the foam insert. And you can also turn the insert around to get an even more extreme angle of downward facing. And you can turn the MoPads around so that you can get an upward angle if your seating position happens to be a little higher than your loudspeakers. And lastly, because the MoPAD is cut into two sections, we're not limited in terms of the size of the loudspeaker that we can accommodate. So while putting them together like this is great for a small speaker, if we had a larger speaker, we could simply spread them apart and lay the speaker on its side. So it's a very versatile and effective device. So we recommend you visit your local Auralex dealer and get a demo of the MoPAD.